What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Hayden here. Today we are going to take a little break from Railway for tonight, and we are going to do a little bit of farming. So let's get into it. I got to find one of my plows. Well, no, I'll just buy a new plow, because I also need a new tractor. We're going to get the Case Magnum. Hopefully we can afford it. Yeah, we can still afford it. Okay, now we need some plows. I'm gonna get this kind of plow. And now I need a seeder. Which I can't currently afford a seeder right now. So I'm gonna go park the tractor right here. And get the Magnum. I'll go get the Magnum and then I will start plowing, getting everything ready. Okay, so we got the Magnum. We'll turn on the beacons. So we're kind of a wide load. And we only stick out into the oncoming lane about maybe a couple feet. But I have to get over more. Surprisingly, for going 32 miles an hour, I'm not that slow. Compared to all the other tractors I've driven in this game. So now we're on my private road here, so I'm going to turn off the beacons. We'll do some first person view for a little bit. Nice little Magnum tractor I got. I'd say it's definitely worth the $38,000. Well, $338,000. Got my little computer up there, tells me the engine workload and everything, which is pretty nice. Alright, now we'll go out of first person. Okay, so I can't seem to find the end of the field, which I really need to. Okay, so there's the side. I'm just gonna plow all the way, so that way I can turn back around and get this closer to the road. Yeah, I like to get as closer to the road with my fields as possible. I'll just hire a quick worker here, so that way I don't have to constantly steer or do anything. So we're gonna hire a worker and do a couple more passes, and then I'll unhire the worker and I'll fix my field the way I properly want it. So we can do that and get that done with. Okay, we're gonna let the worker do one more pass, and then I'm gonna take full control of the tractor and fix my fields. So this is a new, well, I've been doing these series for a little while, the Farming Simulator. Here in November 22nd, I will be doing a new Farming Simulator video because I pre-ordered Farming Simulator 2019. What's up, Javier? How's it going, man? Thanks for joining the live stream. So I'm gonna get ready to unhire this worker here. She did a fantastic job. So now I unhired her. So now I gotta come down in here and I'm gonna turn on allow create new fields, and I'm just gonna come down here like this over the grass, and I'm gonna make this closer to the road because I like my fields kind of close to the road. I don't like the grass right beside the field. It kind of looks shitty. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to make it closer, get rid of the grass. And then I got to go back and check to make sure I did it right and everything. Because if I get too far over, then it comes out in the road and then everything else. Yeah, Javi, you don't remember me? Come on, man, we went to high school together. We had fun. Oh, our little nicknames. I miss those. What were they, Javi? I think one was Mohawk, one was Curls, and I think you were El Chapo. And I think I was Redneck. I don't remember. Ever since I graduated, I hate being graduated. I will admit that. I wish I could go back and hang out with all my high school buddies. Because once you get out of high school, no one really talks to you no more. It's like everyone drifts apart. And it's kind of sad, but I mean, it's hard to face the fact that you're out of school and everything, and you lose conversation with all your friends. I mean, I can do a lot of cool things. I mean, now since I'm out of high school and got a diploma. I know, Javi, those were the good times. I was literally thinking about maybe going back to the high school and just visiting all my teachers and all that, and just say, just let them know how I'm doing and everything. I mean, it's just hard to say goodbye when you've been there for 4 years. I mean, I have, better opportunities now. I mean, but I just miss high school so much. I miss all my good friends there. I miss all my teachers that I would talk to and get help from. I just don't know how a lot of people say, oh yeah, I hate high school. But once you get graduated and you say, I hate high school, it's like, it turns into, I miss high school now. Like, literally, what happened? But I mean, I guess there's nothing you can do about it. Just fixing my field here. I think I fucked up on it. I'm gonna have to come back with a roller and pack that down. I think I did mess up. I gotta take one row off because it's too close to the road. I won't be able to turn into my driveway or anything with the semis. So I guess I'll rehire the worker. I'll hop in my case. I'll attach the forks. You never know when you're gonna need them. I always gotta hop out and open up those doors because you have to. And I usually just leave them open. Okay, so let's go to the shop. Is it under miscellaneous? Yes, it is. It's right there. And then while I'm at it, I need to buy this. And I also should buy a chainsaw just in case. I'm gonna buy a steel. Just because I like them. It actually is hobby. I mean, I personally downloaded some mods. When you first have the game, you don't have any mods. You have default tractors. So basically, you can go and download mods. What I downloaded, it's called this. Oh, here, I'll shut. Let me get to the field here really fast, and I'll show you what I'm talking about for mods. Uh, so basically, the game consists of mods where you can download new tractors, new tools, and stuff. There's this one mod. Oh, I hit the telephone pole. Whoops. So anyway, there's this mod. It's called Seasons. So, let me shut off the tractor here. So basically, Seasons, I have this little tool here I can buy from the shop for like $3,500. Basically what it does, I can hold circle, I take the crop moisture and what percent water it has in the ground, and I can tell myself, okay, the corn needs to be harvested, or so on and so forth. Now if I hold L1 and R1, it pulls up this weather forecast. It tells me the days, so like Monday through Friday and Saturday and Sunday. It tells me when it's gonna rain. It tells me the temperature. It tells me the temperature in the ground, when I can plow and when I can't. It just, and then it tells me the temperature of what it's gonna be outside. So right now, it's, whoop, I want that back on. It's 43 degrees and the ground soil is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. So, and right now with it raining, if I had any fields, like if this field, if I owned it, oh, get away chainsaw. So if this field, if it was if I owned it and if it wasn't harvested, I couldn't harvest it because right here, right where I'm highlighted, it has the crop. So right here, it's 0% canola, and it has 20% moisture in the plant. So theoretically, I won't be able to harvest it. So I'd have to wait for the rain to pass, and I'd have to wait for it to dry out. So it's up, and then, okay. So I'm gonna take this packer, and after I'm done here packing down this road a little, I'll show you what all kinds of mods I got on here. I got a lot. This map that I'm playing on, it doesn't come with the game. You have to download it. But I got all kinds of different mods. I even went out and bought some different mods. I got some nice fancy tractors and everything. I gotta keep going or else it's gonna mess it up. But other than that, it's pretty fun. It has multiplayer. 2015 didn't have multiplayer, which it kind of sucked. But after 2017 came out, it really didn't suck. Because now 2017, you have multiplayer, you have a whole bunch of other fun stuff I can do. Okay, I got some of that field compacted. So, I'll show you mods I have. So, you can do from categories, from harvesters, you know, categories, so on and so forth, from any farm equipment. Or if I hit R1, I can do brands. So I can do the brand of the tractor I want, which if I ever wanted a case, I'd have to come down here and find the case logo. And then I have all the case tractors and combines compared to instead of going in category, where if I want a case tractor, I have to go through New Holland, Challenger, the Big Bud, and everything else. But for mod wise, let me get into some of that. So all these here are not all mods. Some of these are. From, let me find it. So from, and so on and so forth. So like from the Big Bud 450 all the way through here are all mods. Even the Massey Ferguson, they're all mods. So this tells me I bought the Big Bud pack, I bought the Challenger pack, I bought, you know, the Fennet pack, Massey Ferguson pack, the New Holland, and the T-Series Cow Edition pack. And then these tractors here, they're old school tractors. They're pretty cool. My favorite old school tractor in this game for the mod wise is the BF450. The BF450 is a perfect little tractor. It's good for, I mostly use it for mowing my lawn in the game because, you know, they don't give you a lawnmower. And then for semis, it comes with the SXT 210 Twin Star, and then the Phoenix 6x6 aggro truck. Comes with 2 European trucks, and then 2 American trucks. And then the rest I have for semis. This is a hook trailer and a semi, so I can hook up trailers. Like, it's a hook trailer is basically, it's a container that sits on the ground, and you can hook it up to the semi and throw it on the back of the semi. That's another semi. That's just the regular one. That's another hook truck. And then I have the Oshkosh. And then I have another Oshkosh, but it's for logging. So if I want to do logging later on. Most of my mods are in here. So my favorite mod of all time is the snowblower, because it snows in this game with seasons. And then the fifth wheel hitch. And then also they just now put in a dually pickup, and it rolls a lot of coal. It's hard to see, but it rolls coal. Then I also have some sewing machines. I can go through everything and see what I have. I have some old school planters. They're pretty small, but they get the job done. But now we will hop back in our little forklift, if we should call it that. And I mean, the cab view, I love it. When I put this away, I'll hop back in the Magnum, and I'll show you what the Magnum can do. I mean, I can sit here and it literally looks exactly like in real life farm. Like if I'm sitting in a tractor. And I bet you if I had a VR headset, it'd be like literally real life scenario. I have a VR headset, but it kinda It kind of works and kind of doesn't. I mean, and plus I don't know how to use it, so in my defense. That's probably why it doesn't work. So, and also, I'll show you some cool features. Uh, in 15, there were no beacons. You couldn't turn them on. Now you can turn them on. You can look at them. Look nice. They come in handy when you're playing on multiplayer and your friend, you know, just runs around and you want to be seen at night, you know, in the field. And then, also, if I hold down R1, I got blinkers. They're pretty nice. But other than that, I got right, left, headlights, rear lights, front work lights, and that's it. I'll shut off the tractor so that way the noise ain't that loud though. But they took a lot of time and a lot of detail to put into these tractors, which I personally like. I'm kind of showcasing a tractor right now and not paying attention to my hired help. Oh well. But I like it. They have... Oh, they actually did the detail on the back hitches. Personally, the hitches on the tractors that I've been on farm, when I used to work on a farm, they weren't nothing like this kind of hitch setup. I mean, you had the 3-point, but your little ball wasn't here. It was just kind of like this little center hitch right here, if I can get it. Kind of looked like that. This little center hitch up here, but it was down below down here on the ball. And all the hydraulic hoses, they weren't color coded or nothing. I mean, I like it personally. And then we have baling technology. I mean, they're a little bit dirty. Never noticed how dirty they were. Jeez. They have the same thing, brake lights, everything. Oh, kind of stuck in a hole on top. So that way if you're bailing in the middle of the night and your friend's driving around collecting the bales and he doesn't know where you're at, you can easily be seen with even the headlights and the beacons going. And yeah, they took a lot of time, Javi, putting into the physics and everything of the whole game. It's amazing how well everything works. Right now, I just picked up one of my swathers. It's a cool swather. I mean, they even took the time and effort to put in the PTO shaft, which I will showcase that here in a minute. So we turn it off. So I can't believe they took the time and effort to put in the PTO shaft, and they even took the time and effort to even put in the pins and everything on the swathers and implements that I use. They even had time to put in a toolbox, warning labels, and everything else. Javi, I'm playing on the PlayStation 4. I mean, even down here, they even took in the time to put in the belts and everything for the lawnmower and the swather. I mean, they even put in the serial number. Like, this is really heavily detailed. You know, out of my whole farming experience, you know, I've seen stuff like this, but nothing like this in my life. And playing PlayStation 4. It's a New Holland swather. And the best part is, I'll go ahead and start up the tractor here. Oh, I gotta unfold it first. My bad. Well, hang on. I'll actually go switch out front attachments on my bucket here. I don't know why I like driving around with the bucket. And then I'll take that parked tractor and I'll lift that swather up and I'll show you guys how well detailed they even did on the bottom. They actually did a pretty good job, surprisingly. I mean, they even put in the handbrake, the clutch pedals, even the gas pedal. Even the shifting mechanisms on it. I mean, that is amazing. They put in the diagram of how to shift. They even put in the throttle down there too. They even put in a door handle? I think they did. Yeah, they put in the door handles and everything, the oh shit handles. And up here, I mean, I even got my heater, got my defroster, I even got a freaking radio. I mean, they took the time and effort to put in a lot of work. Oh, I need to get out of that tree. So I will kind of position this underneath. Okay, now I'll leave that running while I go get this other tractor. And we will hook this other tractor up to the swather, and then we'll go turn it on and I'll lift it up and I'll show you guys what it looks like underneath. The only thing I wish they added in the farming simulator games is that you need to go hungry, and that if you can die. That would be a cool thing they should add. Personally, I'd play it, and I'd probably die a lot with all the stuff I do on this game. Now, this might be a little bit... Oh, this is heavy. Okay. Plan B. Where's my weights? Okay, so we'll go here. And I can select a variety of different weights, too. This is a 550 pound weight, 650, 700, and 1,000 pound. I think I'm going to need the 1,000 pound weight for this. Just because it's so heavy. Usually they're never not that heavy. So I'll just get that delivered. Usually it says reset, but I like to pretend it's delivery. Oh, looks like our hired hand's doing pretty good on the fields. So hopefully our 1,000 pound weight has enough power to hold me down on the ground while I kind of pick this thing up. Oh, crap. You guys are probably face palming me like, why would you pick up a swather while it's running? I don't know. I mean, if they had the real life physics where you stuck something underneath there, it gets chewed up, but they kind of don't. Okay. But I mean, they took the time and detail. I mean, they even put in the blades. They even spin and everything. I mean, that is awesome. I mean, Farming Simulator is one of the best games I've ever played in my entire gaming career, if I want to say so. My grandparents think it's stupid, but I kind of think it's kind of cool because I can do what I love. So I'll just... Okay, so that's the only problem. I would have actually broken those beacons off in real life. But half the time I like to play, like, if I want to haul something with a pickup or a semi, and if the object's too big or too heavy, I'd be like, you can't haul it with a semi, you can only do it with a tractor, and all that. And sometimes I'll go the extra mile. Oh, stupid rocks. And sometimes I'll go the extra mile, you know, just to pretend, you know, like, okay, I need to find out how to get this loaded onto the semi-trailer and not find out how to damage my tractor. But I mean, I got a lot of varieties from auger trailers to semi-trailers to swathers, even the different types of tractors. Whoop, there, I just accidentally dropped my controller. Oh, what did I do? I think I did something. I don't know. Yeah, Josh, I will definitely showcase if I get... Hopefully, I'm kind of shooting around. Probably by the 22nd, I want to get... I pre-ordered 2019 and I want to showcase it, but I want to know if you guys are interested in all the games that I play. I mostly play from farming to hunting to railway you know, railroad games and zombie apocalypse games. But I think farming is gonna be my main channel goal. I'm gonna probably post more videos or do more live streams of doing farming and doing probably less of Railway Empire and everything else. It depends on what my comments and everything say. If everyone likes it, then I'll definitely do more videos. But yeah, so I will put the swather away here and put the tractor away, and we'll find, I'll go check on Worker F. I know he just got done. Josh, what is TSW? Is that Train Simulator? Or is that something else? I've never heard of TSW before. So we'll do some plowing, and I'll read off some of the comments, and I'll try my best to read your guys' comments and see. Oh, Train Simulator World. I've never seen gameplay of that. I'm actually kind of curious of how good it is. If it's really good, I might look into it and see what I can do. Because if I watch gameplay of it, and I will probably end up liking it, I'll probably get it and do some videos on it. And if any of you guys want to add me on PlayStation, I will put my gamer tag down in the comments, so that way you guys can add me. Let me see here. I gotta find out. Oh, what do you want? Sorry about that, guys. My best friend from Yuma, he texted me. He sent me a weird picture, and I was like, what the fuck, man? And he's like, well, it's true. Okay, Josh, well, I'll have to take your word up on it, and I'll have to look up some gameplay of it, and I'll have to see if I like it or not. And I will add my gamer tag down here in the public comments, so that way if you guys have a PS4, you can add me, and if you have the same games I have, whoops, I just completely missed that row. We can play. Just send me a friend request and let me know who you are, and then I will add you. And then I'll talk to you and everything else, and you'll have a chance to be in one of my future live streams. Yes, Javi, I've actually seen gameplay of Construction Simulator. It's an okay game, but it's kind of not the game for me. I mean, it's kind of like farming. It's like, well, what are you gonna do next? Oh yeah, I'm gonna knock down a wall. Well, it's the same in farming. It's kind of like, well, what are you gonna do next? Oh, I'm gonna go plant a field or plow a field. Well, have fun with that. And you're sitting in a tractor, you know, for a good hour in real life trying to plow a field. I mean, I started this stream, I don't remember what time, but it's already like 35 minutes into the stream. Oh, nice, Josh. That's pretty cool. I knew you can do that. Eh, I'll miss that strip, but I'm gonna come back for it. You know what they say? I'm texting my friend back from Yuma, and you know what they say? Don't text and drive? Well, don't text and farm. That's even funner. Oh, I know, right? I mean, you guys saw I was texting for a little bit there, and I kind of missed my rows, and I kind of did a weird looking turn in the field, and kind of messed it a little up. Huh. Josh, what game did you live stream? Do you live stream Farm Sim 2, Josh? I'll just hire the worker. And then they actually did nice little details in my Magnum too. I mean, I got warning labels, see owner's manual if anything goes wrong. Don't wear or always wear a seatbelt, which I don't know why you'd wear a seatbelt while you're in a tractor. I mean, if you get in a wreck, you're not gonna go out the window. I mean, literally, you only go like 32 miles an hour, and they're big moving objects. I got my little neutral gear selector up there on the steering wheel column. I got this little fancy joystick. Oh, I got a couple fancy joysticks. I even got a computer that even tells me what my engine load is, what my work time is. Nice. Uh, it even tells me the RPMs of the engine, tells me my speed. It tells me everything on my little computer right there. It even tells me the time, it tells me how much gas I've been using, it tells me the temperature inside, it tells me the temperature outside, it even tells me the temperature of the tractor engine, which is pretty cool. My fuel rate, well, it even tells me what percent my fuel is, and it tells me how much area I've worked, and it also tells me my fuel rate. So right now I'm using, well, I was using 99.5%. Five, uh, sorry, I burped right there. Was using 99.5% of fuel per hour. So in total, I don't know if that's good or bad for diesel wise for tractors. But I mean, it even tells me my engine volts, it tells me my engine hours, my speed, engine speed, which is at 1,883 RPMs, which I don't think that's correct. Pretty sure plowing up a plot of land would take more engine horsepower to get it up. But it's really fancy and everything. And then up here on the column on the sidewall, I have my temperature gauge and I have my gas gauge and everything. I also have a gas gauge right here on my little monitor. I mean, they even took the time to put in the details. They even put in the little seatbelt buckle. They even put in an extra seat, and they gave me 2 cup holders. And the cool part is, we were talking about my heater. My heater's right here on my right hand side, back behind me, and it's pretty cool. And then I got a fancy touchscreen radio up in here. I even got a little cubby. I got 2 nice big speakers. Well, make that just 4, my bad. But I mean, let me get out of his way, her way, because it's a hired worker. But I mean, they even took the time to even put in, you know, the hitch, the ball, the hydraulics, and everything on this. I mean, they even put the pins in the plow when you hook up to it. That is amazing graphics right there. Now, we're going to run back over to the shop down here, and I'll get into the combines. Yeah, Javi, yeah. I will admit, I have some tractors in this game that goes over 50 miles an hour. My max tractor, I think, goes to like 65, maybe 55. But other than that, yeah. Josh, can you be more specific of when did I get the game? Are you talking about 2019 or 2017? Because I pre-ordered 2019 on October 1st. No, not October. I think it was like September or something like that. But, I mean, they got the hydraulic hoses for the combines. They even got the PTO shaft in there for the combines. They actually got the header right. They got the teeth and everything. They got the whole 9 yards. They even got the fire extinguisher up there on the combine. I mean, they put all the little piping. They added toolboxes. I mean, they did a lot. Let me pull this out of the shop. I mean, they did a lot of work. So we'll turn off the engine and all and fold it, and I'll lower down the header and I'll show you. So they did a lot of work. They put in a back beacon and a front beacon, so that way I can be seen at night. I can also, what they did, I'm on the header. So there's a thing called disable straw. I can disable the straw and turn that off. So if I don't want straw, I can turn that off and I can turn it on. They even put in the time where that goes up and down. Same with the ladder, which is pretty cool. So we'll try to climb up on the back of this thing and we'll see what they all did and everything inside. So they added the grain bin. They even put in the auger. They added support for the grain bin so that way it doesn't collapse or explode on itself and get all over the combine and lose all the grain. They added the muffler, the exhaust, the intake, even the filter. They even put in a little gas can in here, which I did not notice. They even put in warning labels, a little hatch. I mean, everything on here works. Even the blinkers and everything else. Because here's the blinkers. And there's the left. And now for the fun part, we will start up the combine and turn her on. Sorry about that, I kind of made a little joke out of that. See, it tells me I can't harvest crops when they're too wet. It's going to get a little loud here and I apologize for that. But they even went through and did the auger moving, the header moving, even I think they did the teeth. No, they didn't do the teeth. But I mean, even here they added moving mechanical parts. And even on this side. And they even got the pulleys running too. Which, that is amazing. Alright, Javi, have a good night, bud. I mean, they even got the air filter going. I mean, and that is amazing. That is breathtaking and just so amazing. They went through a lot of work in detail into these combines and tractors and tools. Just take a while and kind of walk around it so we can get a nice little picture of it. And this is a small combine. I should show you guys the bigger combines when I get, well, actually, I do have the money for a bigger combine. The bigger combines are extremely breathtaking. So I'll just fold that up. I know in real life if I unfolded it, water would get into the grain bin, but like I said, they don't really base it on real life, and I wish they did. Even the grain pipe comes out, they even got it to where everything turns on it. It's so realistic. Oh, and another thing I forgot to show you guys. What they also took into consideration is if you're cutting wheat, most farmers, and I've seen it on their weed headers, they have the hydraulic rams on the header, so that way they can move the header up and down, forward, backward. Basically what that does, I believe it increases their yield intake, so if they, on the computer, if they're losing anything, they can go through and move it forward, move it up, move it down if they have to. But before we do that, let's get into the in-cab experience. I mean, I got a little TV camera so that way I can watch the grain bin, but the only problem is it doesn't turn on. That'd be cool if it was, because then I'd be mostly doing everything in first person. They got the shifters and everything. They got the radio. They got the air. They got, I think, yeah, they got windshield wipers, the AC, more fans, more heating, and all that. And then over here is all the fancy gauges from turning it on, moving it forward, moving it backward, the RPMs and oil pressure and everything like that. And then back behind me is the window so I can look in, so I can see what the grain intake is. But yeah, that's just a small case combine. It's the 1660 Case Combine, Case International. It's literally not a bad combine. But like I said, I'll show you guys the feature of moving the header up and down. Well, I'll show you. There's up, and then there's down. So if I'm up and I'm getting a good intake, and then later on down the road, if I lose it, I can bring it down just the right height, and then I can keep cutting. And then if I'm down and I'm getting the perfect intake, but I'm want more, I can extend it out, and it can give me a variety of stuff. And also, you can also use it as a service position. I think that's what it's originally used for, is for service, replacing teeth and everything. I think that's why that comes up and goes down like that and goes in and out. So you can move this blade here in and out and up and down. But I will get into the bigger combines. So let me go to harvesters. So this here, the 1660 is what we have, the Case International. We have a variety of different combines, different grain capacity. That's all it is. It's just grain capacity. This one holds 6,340 bushels worth of whatever crop I harvest. Just keeps going on and so forth. This one here is my friend's favorite. Love Case 2. But when it comes to combines, I always go for the max grain capacity, which would be this New Holland combine. It has a total of 653 horsepower, total speed at 24 miles an hour, Its diesel capacity is 1,300 gallons, and its daily maintenance cost is $1,760 a day. I also have the option to lease the vehicle. I also have the option to buy the vehicle. The leasing information is down here. The base cost would be $17,200, and operating hours would be 17,200 hours too. And then just to lease it per day would be an extra $3,440. So in total, it would be $37,840 a day instead of buying it, which would be $430,000 a day. Honestly, if you were really that desperate and you really needed a bigger combine, I'd go with the New Holland and I would lease it, and then I'd right away sell the grain, and then once I get enough money, I'd buy the combine, and then I'd return it back to the dealership. But since now we have $556,337, we will just go ahead and buy the combine. Plus, I like my New Holland combine anyway. That's the only thing I go for. So coming into headers, you got your small corn headers. You know, some are 4 foot, 14 foot, 6 rows, 18 foot, so on and so forth. We even got a sunflower header so we can harvest our sunflowers. This one here is 12. My favorite one that I usually buy, when I do corn, I have to buy the 16 row header. And then if I do sunflowers, I buy this one, which is the 12,000. And then for wheat, I do the New Holland Super Flex Draper 45 foot header. So the best part is, we place our order, it's delivered, and we're just gonna get it delivered here. Okay, so now we got it all delivered for free. Gotta love that delivery. I know I do. So we got it delivered. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's got the nice yellow. It's got the nice straw output and stuff. It's got, you know, it covers up a lot more stuff than the other combine that I showed you guys. It's got tracks, which is really lovely. I like it because if you get stuck in the middle of a field and it's muddy, the tracks come in handy. It's got dual fans. Up here, just nothing useful. You know, same old like on the old one. We got our muffler and everything else, but our muffler and exhaust are all one. And I think right here's our def for our diesel, this blue little lid. The best part is we got warning labels. Always love that. Safety first. The only thing is with these combines, they don't have, you know, the green fill cap where you fill it with diesel. Usually you think the diesel tanks would, you know, be underneath over here somewhere where it's easy access to fill up the diesel, but they don't have it in here. That's the only problem that they did not put in. But other than the exterior's nice. It's got plenty of lights. It's got mirrors. It's got beacons. It's got a nice header attached on. It's even got our hydraulic hoses. They stay right there until we hook up the header. So we'll hop in here. Oh, nice little feature. See that ladder? It moves in and out. Pretty cool. So we got our little computer monitor. We got 2 of them. Tells us everything. We got a touchscreen display for our lights. We got our AC heater and cooling system up there. Nice little vents. We got nice speakers. Our viewing glass is kind of covered of the seat. And then down over here on this back wall by the computer, we got a lock. So basically what that does, it locks the header on, off, so that way I can detach it and everything. We got our controls. I got a nice little touchpad for more lights up down here on my main control. I got switches. I got two nice little yellow knobs, and then I got my main throttle control and my reverser up there on that joystick. And some nice more fancy touchscreen buttons. But other than that, let's get her started up. Nice little warning sound to let everyone know you're starting up the combine and that the glow plugs are warming up. Okay, so we'll check out the beacons, because I'm a beacon guy. I love my beacons. They look nice and fancy. It's got the two in the front, and then it's got the one in the rear, so that way you can be seen at night. And even the fans, they spin. That's really nice. I love that. It's got the front lights. Those are the dims. It's got the rear lights. It's even got an auger. Well, for my auger pipe, it's got the light. I even got, you know, tail lights. Street legal, just no license plate. Front work lights. And then that's it. I think it's front and back work lights. No, it's just front. Okay. Blinkers, yes, they work nicely. Turn off the beacons. They'll work nicely out in the field or on the road. I love how the ladder comes in like that. It allows me to do a whole lot of more stuff that you normally can't do with a regular combine like that one over there. So I guess we'll back up and we'll get hooked up to the header and we'll test out the header and see how she rolls. Oh, but before we do that, I'll showcase the header really fast. I'll turn you off. So the header, they did nice detail, the brand name, warning labels, even little cameras for like auto steer if you have it. They got a nice little conveyor belt, the teeth, the blade. It's nice. I love it. Now if we get to the back, we got all of our PTO equipment, shafts and everything. We've got a hydraulic pump on this with a filter. That is pretty awesome. So it's got its own hydraulic system on it. There's our nice PTO shaft, all of our hydraulic wiring and cables and all that fancy stuff. It's even got the instructions on how to install the PTO shaft to the combine once you get the combine hooked up. The only thing I don't think they have is the... Oh yeah, they do have the teeth right here. The pins and everything for the header. Well no, those ain't the teeth. That was something else. I don't know what that is. So we'll start her up. And then we'll get hooked up. Huh, I didn't even know that feature. Apparently it beeps at you when you get close to the header. Nice little cool feature. So if we have to pick it up with the wheels, then we can come over here and fold up the wheels. Nice little folding feature, how they fold in. And now I'll drop the header and we'll showcase it. So everything's all hooked up, the PTO shafts, the hydraulic cables and everything else. Our hydraulic cable's even hooked up to the header from the combine, which is nice. Our wheels are up, everything seems to be installed and ready to go. So now we just gotta wait for our worker to finish plowing, which it's not working right now, so I gotta rehire her. But other than that, it's a pretty nice combine, and then I'll start up the header and I'll show you guys the header. I'll turn off the beacons. Oh, my bad. I forgot. I needed to unfold the header first. The best part about this grain intake is up here at the top. It's got its own higher auger, so that way you can do more and hold more grain. It's got a little GPS up there at the top. It's got the sidewalls for extensions, supports, and everything. That's really good. It's even got the exit auger for the grain auger for the pipe for it to be unloaded. The best thing ever about this combine is I can move the grain pipe tip. I can move it in, I can move it out. So if I'm out in the field needing to unload into a trailer, my friend usually comes in and he he loves to get close. I'm not trying to be mean to him or anything. Love him to death as a friend. So he likes to get really close to my header. So what I have to do is I have to put the grain pipe tip in as far as it possibly can go. And sometimes when I do hired workers, I put it out and then I just hire the worker on the combine and let it go. And then I'll fold it back in, and now we will start up process. I know don't thresh crops during rain. So it's got its nice little conveyor belt. See, real life physics, I'd be dead. The teeth come in, that's nice. The conveyor belt brings it along, brings it into the center. And it all goes through the combine. I don't think this has any pulleys that work. The straw when the straw exits, that works. But anything else, I don't think there's no pulleys that turn compared to the old one. Everything's all high tech, and then I believe it's all hidden in the machine. I even think this auger pipe, yes. So this auger pipe does indeed move, which is a nice little feature they have there. I used to play Farm Sim on the computer, and back in the days they never had anything like this fancy grain auger pipe and everything, the grain tanks and everything. It was all just, you know, on top. You couldn't fold it like this, you couldn't do anything. And one of the combines in the game had a pipe for an auger, but it was just a little straight up pipe in the middle of the grain tank, and it had a 90-degree turn. And when you start harvesting, it just dumped it into the combine. It just didn't look right. It didn't spin, it didn't do nothing. It was just one solid piece. But I will fold everything back up. I will put this back down. And I will start the combine back up. The only thing that gets me really annoyed is the reverse sound. And the best feature is it comes with its own ball and hitch for your trailer here. So you can hook it up and you can drive it wherever you want. Best thing is it turns on a dime. You can do a lot of fun stuff with it. And then it's easy to store. But I'll unhook the header here and I'll hook back up and we'll do a size comparison with the New Holland versus the Case International. So I'll fold this back up. And then we'll just back up, line up with him. I need to drop this. No, I don't want to drop that. I need to drop this header all the way down. Well, actually, you know what? We'll keep it up, and then we'll raise it out. We'll shut the combine off. Size comparison. So, as far as I can tell now, the New Holland, the header is way, way bigger than the case header. But other than that, I think the two combines itself are the same size. Just one's got a different cab, one's got more like a square cab, and one's got more like a new 2018 round cab, as I should say. The New Holland definitely has way more better technology in it than the Case International will ever have. The backs are different, but other than that, I think they're pretty much the same size. They're nice, they're big, I like them. They do one good job at cutting corn, crop, wheat, whatever I plant. They do a terrific job of cutting what I need cut. Oh, I didn't even notice that on my shop. Private property, no trespassing. Notice, monitored by video camera. But when you go in the shop, danger, keep out, authorized personnel only. Really? I'm not authorized? I own the farm, I should be authorized. Just a little funny joke there. But I mean, the interior, it's beautiful. I like it. They did a nice job. They even added a little printer. My little office here. They got a picture of the map. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it. I'm basically kind of trying to farm, and I'm also kind of trying to showcase my mods, my maps, and everything else. But yeah, other than that, the size comparison, the combines, both the same size. The headers, they're just one's 45 foot and one's 12 or 4. I think it's a 4-foot header. I'm not quite sure. It looks like a 4-foot. But other than that, big difference in grain capacity. New Holland holds way more than the Case International will ever hold. I was actually kind of curious about the sign. Do not enter. Oh, okay, same sign, like on the door. My shop, it's basically right here. This is the maintenance bay. I mostly use my maintenance bay for storing my semis. I never use it for maintenance. When I have to use it for maintenance, I can. Basically, so they have lights in this. I can turn on and off the light switches. I think that's on. No, I think that's off now. I don't know what that light switch does. I literally don't know. I'm going to be sitting here flicking this on. Oh, okay. So this light switch over here controls the workbench, battery chargers, and floor jacks. I think I can pick up the floor jack. No. In career mode, I'm in multiplayer mode right now, so whoever has me as a friend or anything and would like to join, they can if they want. But other than that, campaign mode, I can pick up these floor jacks, battery chargers, and everything else that you see on the workbenches. But in campaign mode or in multiplayer mode, you really can't. But other than that, up here, part storage, empty boxes. It looks like some parts, air filters, maybe, possibly some oil filters. Down. Oh, I just fell off the stairs. My bad. But over here, here's where you have. I'm gonna assume this is oil. These oil containers. You got oil, probably used oil barrels. Then I have my Case International parts. Just spare parts, like if a turbo or something breaks on the tractors or combines, I can put them on. More storage over here. The garage door even opens. Kind of glitches though through there. I kind of don't like that. And I wish they kind of added rollers onto the door. That'd make it nice. And I wish they added the opener up here too. That'd make it look beautiful. It'd polish up the map nice. We'll open this door because this door needs to be open. Over here, I think that's fertilizer. It has to be fertilizer. It kind of looks like the def for the diesel storage. Oh, yeah, that's what it says on the sign. My bad. I apologize for that. Over here, fertilizer tanks. This is where I can refill my fertilizers and sprayers. Over here, I don't know what these bags are. It kind of looks like seeds. I really don't know what those are. They look like seed bags to me. But over here, here's all my seed. I got my corn, my wheat, canola, and I think this is my barley. Yeah, my barley. And I wonder if that's my sunflowers then. Wow, I have more sunflower seeds than I do have regular other seeds. That's kind of sad. I know what farm this is now. But yeah, there's the garage. It's nice. Got lights. Basically all these tools that you see in here, the headers and everything else, they will not be in here ever again. They're all going to get taken out later on down the road. And this bay right here from my shop is just going to be for tractors only. I'll put the combines in here too, but the combines go right here in the fertilize bay or in the seed bay where the seeder is. But other than that, there's the garage. It's nice. Pretty big. So we'll run over here to the main farmhouse. And then we'll check out the cows over there. And then the baling technology and stuff over there. Okay, so here's my house. I can open up the doors. If I hit circle, it opens up the main door. You hit square, it opens up my screen door. I'll close my screen door. Don't want any wild animals or bugs or anything getting in. Here's all my movies. It's either movies or books or something. I don't really know what they are. They look like movies to me. Some nice beautiful pictures of background scenery. It looks like this doesn't look like my farm. I might be a traveler in the game. I never know. I could be exploring the world and farming at the same time. Either that or I just went to Walmart and bought them. Got a nice little flat screen TV. Small. Looks like I have my computer hooked up to it. It looks like I got a DVD Blu-ray player down there. Some coffee mugs. Some nice little paperwork I've been filling out, it looks like, on there. Old school furnace. This was actually a steam furnace, which they're pretty nice. Got my chimney. Old school radio. Nice mirror. Nice dresser. Oh, I also have light switches. Turn on and off the light. Got a dresser, got a phone. Didn't know that. And we got like 50 million doors over here. I got my vacuum cleaner. Oh, I gotta clean the house every once in a while. I just opened up 2 doors. Yes, I did. Got a nice bathroom. Bath, tub, toilet. Not bad. Check out this room. This looks like the master bedroom, but I don't think it is. I really haven't found the master bedroom in this game yet. More movies, some nice plants. And I got a little TV in here. Looks like I've been doing some farming in the game too. Playing a game inside a game. Nice. Up here, looks like, you know, a work office for the house to do, you know, taxes, you know, have fun, play some games, do whatever. The very cool thing I've seen in this game is the map creator actually went in, and I always lag when you come up here on the desk. He actually put in the Farming Simulator 2019 Combine with a picture of what it looks like. So we'll be seeing that in the new Farm Sim 2019, the new Combine and everything. Oh, I accidentally turned off that light in there. Oh well. Okay, so we went that way, so now let's go this way. Who puts a kitchen in here? You'd figure the kitchen would be... I'm not trying to be mean toward the map creator or anything. Yeah, you figure the kitchen would be, you know, right here. And then the hall for the bedrooms and everything would be up here, and then the stairs and so on and so forth. And he looks like he put movies in here too. Nice granite top counter. Even a nice oven. Looks like it's a 2-door. Nice microwave. Let's see what else we got. We got a refrigerator. That's about it. We got a... this ain't gonna be field 44. It's not gonna be grass. It's gonna be just an open field with corn, wheat, barley, or whatever. Because in the mornings, I love to see fresh things. Now we got a door. Apparently that goes nowhere. We got 2 doors that go nowhere, apparently. Let's go down the hall. Oh, okay, we got a nice looking patio. Got some nice furniture. We got some sunbathing chairs. We got 2 chairs, one for me and probably one for my friend, or one for me and one for the missus. We got some nice scenery, nice trees going on. Got some perfect rain gutters going on too. We even got a grill. It's official. I'm a griller. I'm also a farmer. I love this. So, here's our garage. Looks like we got some equipment in here. We got a hedge trimmer, leaf blower, spotlight, battery charger. We got a ladder, floor jack, earmuffs, a grinder. That's a big grinder. You figure I'd have a tiny grinder. Apparently not. Got a weed whacker. Well, gotta take out the trash one of these days. We got a garden hose, a vacuum, air compressor. We got a lawnmower, but it doesn't work. I kind of wish it did. Just push it out and mow my lawn and everything. Garage doors open. They look beautiful when they open. We even got a basketball. Best thing is we can pick it up and play some hoops. Oh, I missed it. Let's try that again. Oh, I hit the rim. Now, if you guys didn't know, there's actually a hidden achievement in Farm Sim. If you go on the main map, when you first buy the game, it comes with the main map. Now, if you go to the basketball court and pick up the basketballs and stand at the 3-point line, which I believe is right here for a 3-pointer, maybe it's in closer. And if you do it just right, you can make it in and you'll get an achievement for making a 3-pointer in the game. So I'll close my garage doors, but first I'll try to throw my basketball in there. Oh. I'll open it back up. Where to put the basketball now? Huh. I can go right up here for now. Just don't let me forget it's up there, because I'll probably forget and come back and be like, oh no, where'd the basketball go? So now, we got 2 doors here. Okay. They open both. One goes down to the basement. So this goes back into the farmhouse. And now, we come down here. We got a nice movie theater. Looks like we've been watching something that has winter in it. I don't know what movie. Whatever movie it is, it's probably a nice movie. Probably some farming movie or something, I don't know. We can hold up to 6 guests. We got a nice little heater in the back. So I guess if we ever throw a party, we'll be down there. But yeah. So let's go. Oh, wrong button. Oh. That's the bigger problem, getting everything confused. I keep forgetting circles to open my main door, squares to open up the screen. So we'll just leave that open. Nice little walkway, nice little driveway. It's gravel, I like it. We got our 2 combines that we just showcased. Over here, I'll push this thing out of the way with the doors. Oh well. Yes, and you also have to collect 100 gold nuggets. But after when you collect 10 gold nuggets, Josh, it pops up on your map of where they all are at. So it's kind of cool and it kind of sucks because I want that feeling where I want to go and round and actually hunt for them, not be shown up on the mini map and be like, okay, they're there, they're there, they're there. In here we got some storage. I usually throw the roller in here. So we'll go check out the pigs. But before we do that, we got a nice little windmill. And we got a garden. Looks like I've been busy planting stuff and harvesting stuff. We got tomatoes. We got some lettuce. Even got a garden shed. Oh, my bad. I had a tickle in my throat. Okay, so here's the barn for the cows. We got our nice little light switch turned on and off. We've got our feeding trough here. We've got our straw bed down over there where we can chop up the straw and throw it in there. We got that door that we just entered in, and we got this door. So when I do the farming, usually my friend, he'll do the feeding and I'll do the straw bed. So he'll come in through this side, he'll back up, dump in, and then I'll come in through this side, back up, unload my straw bales into the bed, and pull out. And we have this little tool, so when you feed cows, they're really picky eaters. They'll pick out stuff and they'll throw it out of the trough. So what we do, we have this little machine that just runs around here on the edge of the trough on the side, and it picks it up and it throws it back into the trough. So that way we don't have to come in here with tractors and do it all. But it's kind of a pain where you have to watch out for the machine, unload the food, and then back up and do the straw bales at the same time while that little machine's going. So in here, oh, I didn't know this door was here. Okay, so I guess this is where you come in, and in here, once I get the cattles going on this map, which I will, it fills up with cow manure in here. It doesn't spawn in the manure bunker like it usually does. The only thing that spawns in the manure bunker is the liquid manure. And this thing, I tried to fill it full. Last time I played the game, on one of my YouTube videos, I have gameplay of it, I believe. We had 500 to 1,000 head of cattle, and we did not fill this thing full. Usually you think this small of a deal bunker, yeah, it'd be full. No. we had it, so it starts from right here. We literally had it from halfway at the bottom here. It was not that full at all, and it was not even at 1%. It was still at 0. So this liquid manure silage bunker, or manure bunker, has a big, big capacity that even I probably can't handle if I decide to do cattle, which I will do cattle. Now in this side, we got our classic manure spreader and everything else that you can store in here. I mostly store from the power feed mixer to everything else on the thing for cattle. So there's that. Close that. Here's the pasture where the cattle roam. Now, when I first started this map, I got confused because there were 3 different troughs. The one in the barn is for the food, like the main course. This is the water trough. And then over here is your emergency ration for grass. So like if you ever run out of power feed, you can come in here and dump grass and they'll eat off of that instead of them dying. In here, I don't know why they have this barn put in here. In my opinion, it's really stupid because they should have put a door here. Because in real life, the cattle would definitely get out of that door. And I think this is for mostly loading up cows into your semi-trailer. I think. Yeah, it's for horses. I really don't know. And then down over here, we got a nice double gate. And this leads down into the main pastures, which this leads me into 36 and 37. They're grass fields, which they're going to stay grass fields. They're never going to get changed. And then down there we got a nice little log cabin in the woods. So we will close the gates. Oh, here's the manure, the solid manure bunker I was telling you about. You got to scoop it out of the barn into a trailer and haul it down here and dump it into here. And then we got our silage bunker. This silage bunker, it holds a lot of silage. So basically what I always do, I plant 45, 44, 35, and 30 with corn. And then I buy 34, 43, and I plant that with corn. It took all of those fields on the map just to fill this entire bunker. And then over here, this is my grain towers. Then we got more storage. I mostly store my seeders and everything in here, even my semi-trailers, even the auger trailers. The only thing that you will not see in here is the swathers. Once I get rid of, I'm gonna sell some of this equipment later on, and you won't be seeing none of the swathers. I got this mod. It's a big, great big John Deere, or not John Deere. It's just a great big lawnmower, and it's enormous and massive. In here, it's supposed to be for more storage, but I use it to store hay bales. I can open one side, or I can close them both. Now over here, what we missed, this is the diesel tank. This is where you get the diesel. You pull in right beside and you fill up. Now I think this is for DEF, just because this is here. And then that's just red diesel. The baler. In here, more storage. This is going to be put with all the baling technology and everything else. This is where it all goes. And we got a door that goes to nowhere. Trick door. In here, yeah, I think this was supposed to be a well house. It kind of turned into a small shed. Don't know why. But other than that, that's pretty much it around the farm, the main farm. I'll show you everything else, but I don't think we'll end up getting to that tonight. I'll be probably doing another video depending on what I'm doing tomorrow. But I'm gonna leave the worker like that, and I don't think I'm just gonna leave the tractor in the field for now. But other than that, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video from right here. So let's get back in the house. We'll close up the house, lock the house, and we'll wrap up the video. Oh, wrong button. Come sit on the chair here. Sit and watch some TV. Well, guys, it's been wonderful. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video, and don't forget to leave any more comments for questions or anything, and I'll try my best to answer you and get back to you. I put my gamer tag down in the comments below, so if you have the game, you can send me a friend request, and then we can play together. And who knows, you might be in the next future stream video. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next chapter.